Well, well, well. Almost like a Black Mirror episode. A migrant sex attacker, the migrant sex attacker that sparked off nationwide protests, riots almost, and many arrests of normal, ordinary British people. The very migrant, the Ethiopian who was convicted of attacking a 14-year-old girl in a sex attack. He, through mistake, human error, blunders, instead of being sent to a detention center pre-deportation, he was not only released out onto the street, he was given £76 to say, sorry, we got to make you feel welcome. Of course it was a mistake, but what a mistake. It reminds me of an episode of The Day Today with Chris Morris, Channel 4, when it had balls. When they decided to fire a violent, vicious paedophile into space to live out the rest of his life alone on a capsule. And they accidentally placed an 8-year-old boy in the capsule with them. And the British Space Agency said, this is precisely the very last thing we wanted to happen. Now, in terms of stupidity, error, computer glitches, I don't see how it could get any worse. I mean, what next? Murderers going to get released? Other rapists? It makes you wonder. And it's going to rhyme. It makes you wonder how many blunder. It makes you wonder just how many blunders the government is carrying on. And this is the same government that is really masturbating vigorously about digital ID. ID cards. Show me your papers. And we know it's a corrupt piece of shit way to just control people. They can switch you off. You've used too much carbon. Switch him off. He's not done this, he's not done that. Switch off his ID. Can't stay in a hotel. It's like the Chinese social credit system. And the very same government that wants digital ID did a computer error allowing a recently convicted rapist. And a big manhunt is underway. Massive manhunt is underway. They say he's in London somewhere, finding a needle in a haystack. I was going to crack a joke about light bulbs, but no, I'll probably get banned if I crack that joke. He's not Somali. He's Ethiopian. Now, forgive me for being a child of the 1980s. I thought Ethiopians were starving skeletal figures, but he looks very well fed. And I wonder where he got the money from to get very... Oh yeah, taxpayer. Oh yeah, the taxpayer. The taxpayers who pay tax. Did I see an aircraft? Was that a UFO? Well, yeah, it was a flying object that appeared, a little white thing, and I couldn't identify it. But he was plump and healthy. He had rosy cheeks, our Ethiopian rapist man. And he's now on the loose in London. Now, it's Saturday night. Just imagine all the men and women, young men and young women, getting dressed up, getting dolled up, ready for a night out in London. And it's dangerous enough, but the government's releasing convicted rapists onto the streets. It's like Monty Python meets Black Mirror meets Channel 4 Jam, Channel 4 The Day Today Chris Morris sketch. I think our rapey Ethiopian would have more trouble escaping from a corporate escape room than he would from a prison in the UK. They literally, computer blunder said, oh, this man is destined for release. Give him some money. Give him enough money to feed himself and catch trains for the first week. And the police have released a statement saying the net is closing in. We are close to finding him. And I was like, wow, they've tracked him. But no. They know which train station he arrived in London from, because that's really going to help. Cyclist is like, no, this is my road. This is my hill climb. A bit easier coming down. Come on, fluorescence. You're on the easy bit. Wait till it hits a 29-degree angle. Then we'll see who's boss. I love how they all wear the spandex. Gotta get the spandex on, the skin-tight lycra, is it? I don't know. If that were me on the bike, I'd be going hyper fast downhill. Maybe they don't, because all it takes is an elderly person to pull out in a little Honda Jazz. It's all over. Any more? Any more takers? No? Not yet. These guys are cheating. So I heard you like bikes, so we put a bike on the back of your bike, on your back, so you can bike up the hill with another bike. You're doing two bikes? Huh? Is that two bikes you got there?
Yes, two bikes. I've seen you.
Hey man, you okay? All good? See ya. Oh, good man, thank you.
In case of puncture, isn't it?
Oh, good man, exactly. Yeah, he's a viewer. Obviously, I could tell, a good guy. And I bought a brand new bike. I bought a new bike a while ago, a few months ago. And my first Saturday out, along a canal on the kind of gravel track. Not one puncture, two punctures. So he's got two spare wheels. Who's got, he's doing time trials. So good for him. Found my bike, guys. My penny farthing, my mini one. Looks like a disassembled wheelchair. This looks like torture. She is approaching the steepest part now. About here. Bloody hell. Let's say 29, 30 degree incline. Oof. Wait for the reveal. Wait for it. Here we go. Oh, white beard granddad. Doing well. Oh, you don't fancy that, granddad. Can the young guys catch the senior citizen? Let's see. There's granddad up the front. Oof. Yeah, the Victorians knew how to build a house to last. Not like these modern mechano-set developments designed to last 30 years and then they get all tatty and shit. Grotty. No. Look at this. Built to last. Here's some more cheaters coming down the hill. Wait, here we go. Here's the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that's how I'd get up the hill. I'd need an engine. Not this guy though. Cannondale. If those, you can hear them. If those bikes are hogs, the cyclists would be riding piglets. Go England. Go Britain. And pink, it was love at first sight. And pink, everything is going to be alright. It's also demoralizing. It's also anxiety inducing. It's also crazy. To the point where, you know, I can't even enjoy my morning coffee. I used to get ready for the day's activities by having a morning coffee, a big morning coffee, a very strong cafetiere coffee. I've perfected it. It needs to be a high quality coffee. I used to sit down on the sofa, drink my coffee, and browse. Not just the mainstream newspapers, Daily Mail, Daily Telegraph. I'd also go on X, and that would be more of a curated things as to what I'm interested in. But the problem with X is that it's revenue sharing for people sharing things. And yeah, I know I work for YouTube, I work for Google, with Google, whichever way you want to present it. And I also look for engagement, but unfortunately, the most engaging stuff is the most demoralizing and the most distressing. And you may have noticed a slight change in tone on my videos temporarily now, as we try and not mortally wound our viewers with depression. And it's getting to the point now where I just have to what do I need to do? Read a book? God forbid I need to read a book. Who's got the attention span anymore? We've all been warped by social media. Who can read a book anymore these days? There's so many things I want to read, but I'm just so lazy. I'll probably just type it into AI. Summarize this book for me, Gemini. What does this book say? Give me bullet points, Grok. It's all too much. The keen observers amongst you have realized, oh my God, he's back in Matlock. He's in Matlock. The good thing about Matlock, it's not that much further away from Manchester than, say, Liverpool or Leeds or Blackpool. You're going slightly south instead of west or north. But there's something about this place that reassures me, makes me happy, makes me feel safe. It's so far removed from Stabby Stab Fest. Here it's England Fest, it's Britishness, there's England flags and Union Jacks flying everywhere. It's, you know, depending what order I do the video in, there's cyclists. I thought it was today, I got the dates wrong. Tomorrow, on a Sunday, they're doing the Bank Road hill climb. Very steep. Remember the hill in Lincoln? It was called Steep Hill. This one's a steeper hill. This one's steeper. And up to Smedley's Hydro, which is now a government building. There used to be a cable car that ran along here in the late 1800s. But they've gotten rid of it. I would love to ride the cable car with all the well-dressed ladies and gentlemen of the Victorian era. They say that Britain peaked in the Victorian era, or maybe just before World War II. Maybe we peaked then, when again we had cojones, we had balls, but now we're just guilty. Guilt and sin. We're guilty! It's our fault, we're the best in the world. Oh no! Maybe we should all just switch off. Switch off from social media. Not YouTube. YouTube's more like the movies. I'm talking about bullshit social media. Just switch off. Not YouTube though. Fountain of knowledge. Wait, what was that? I heard a choo-choo train. Toot, toot. So I'm on the platform here at Matlock train station, and I thought I could hear a choo-choo train going toot toot. But check out the John Smedley Hall on the hillside there, built in the late 1800s. Sorry, mid 1800s. And that's the house he struggled to get water to. And so the locals called it Smedley's Folly. What is that? Oh no, trees. Uh-huh. As you do. Why did I stop filming? He is coming back. What's he doing over Matlock? What's all that about? Looks like a Coast Guard helicopter. Some sort of emergency rescue anyway. All men in the valley will be craning their necks, looking up at the helicopter. It's what men do. We stop whatever we're doing to look at the chopper. Oh, boy racer. Look, 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 look. Dun, 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 dun. Vintage boy. That's the train to Nottingham, where all dreams go to die. not in Matlock. No. Directly opposite that. What the hell is even that? Is that the artist formerly known as Prince? I think so. Some middle-aged people getting very curious as to what I was filming there. A Free Palestine sign and the artist formerly known as Prince. This is the back of the former William Deacon's Bank, just off the main drag. Now they've poured the foundations, as you can see. If you want to build good, you need a strong foundation. And after it was William Deacon's, it was Royal Bank of Scotland, and of course, they don't call them flats, even though in the UK we call them flats. The old RBS Bank is going to be 16 exceptional apartments. Now, is the word exceptional similar to exclusive? You accept people, you exclude people, so 16 exclusionary apartments. No riffraff allowed. Anglia Super. Absolutely superb. Look at the old luggage inside as well. And not only that, you've got a gay Dalek. You've got an LG TV 4K Dalek. Exterminate. More like assimilate. Dog wearing a cone. He's got extraordinary forward audio. It's like a satellite dish for sound waves. So dogs hear very well. Imagine the forward sounds that dog can detect. Poor thing. I guess he's scratching his ears or something too much. Little cone head. I want to show you guys some fakery that had me stumped for a second. Here I am in that lovely section between Matlock and Matlock Bath. This is still classed as Matlock, obviously. I'm coming along here and I'm like, wow, that's a good looking rose here in this holly bush. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's a plastic rose. Someone's placed plastic flowers in an otherwise real bush. Why? That is the artifice, ladies and gentlemen. Don't trust it. Bikers and the Porsche. Where's my bikers at? Here's another one. Followed by, what the hell is that? Some Japanese hyped up little guy. Nissan Skyline or something? What is it? Sylvia? I don't know what that is. But yeah, I may have found the jackpot in terms of real oldie England. Look at this magnificent specimen here in the sun. Not even the sign saying potatoes for the people. I hear it's very good. Some fans of mine, wonderful people, viewers, we're coming out of there eating some very nice looking food. But it's the architecture that gives me a semi. It's excellent. Love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See this bridge, yeah? It's called Matlock Bridge. And the downstream side of the bridge dates from the 1400s. The bridge was widened in 1904, just after the death of Queen Vicky. Look under the arches to see that this is a bridge of two halves. Let's do it. Yeah, they're not lying. Downstream side, 1400s. Upstream side, 1904. And again, there you can see it. You can see it. There's a bin right there, a bin. And people who leave their rubbish in a place like this. There's not a severe enough punishment for people of this mental instability to do this. I despair. I'm gonna do my civic duty here for Matlock. I'm gonna do it, guys. These scumbags. Doesn't take much. You guys remember Ginger Butchers from Bakewell? We're just down the road, and there's another Ginger Butchers. It's a chain of red-headed, freckled butchers bringing their gingeriness to the slaughter trade of fine beefs, fine steaks. Now we're coming back to Bank Road. I want to see more cyclists struggling. I want to see more giant thighs straining on the 29-degree incline. Okay guys, I've looked it up and done the maths. I got it wrong. The steepest part is a 20-degree incline. It's still quite severe. That's still quite steep. He's getting ready. He's getting ready. He's psyching himself up. Is that an injury or a tattoo? I think it's a tattoo. He's not ready yet. He's got to take a few deep breaths before he attempts this one. And of course, the Ukraine flag. At least it's not the Hamas flag. There is that. Steep. 20 degrees. Steep. At its steepest point. Our man who wasn't quite ready, he's well up the hill now. Let's get 20%. Look at that. That's the steepest point. Enjoy it, sir. Not for me, but for thee. Alright, dude. That's it. Rolling start, like NASCAR. Let's see, when's he going to change gear? Oh, he's going to get overtaken by this guy. This guy looks like he means business. Tour de France, Belleville Rendezvous. Matlock stage of the Tour de France. Tour de Grande-Bretagne. In fact, there's a part of France called Brittany. Was Brittany named after Britain, or is Great Britain referring to a large Brittany? How are they getting on? They're getting on. Let's follow Orangey. Orangey down the hill. Hey, viewer. Viewer in the Gulf. How's Orange Man doing? Definitely a Protestant. Apologies, it was a lady. Those are small, like jockeys. Oh, they're kids, not jockeys. 63's rolling into Matlock. And of course, followed by, you guessed it, a cyclist. So they're going up and down. This guy's just come down the hill. He's going back up again. He is definitely built for speed, not comfort. He is getting ready. They love it. These cyclists, they can't get enough. There's certainly a hill climb cyclist physique that I'm noticing here. Granny in the wheelchair getting ready for her time trial. Assisted Granny. In her class, she's the leader in the pushed elderly granny wheelchair class. Well. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's a lovely place here, and I recommend anyone that wants to escape Stabfest 1, London, Stabfest 2, Birmingham, Stabfest 3, Manchester, Stabfest 4, Leeds, and the various bees of the apocalypse: Bolton, Burnley, Bradford, Blackburn. Escaping the bees of the apocalypse. Check this out. Look at this. It's not just here. It's many parts of England that. Hey man, you okay? All good. Many parts of England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland that have escaped so many of the social terrors that the government has imposed upon the people. And it's that ageless, timeless nastiness of urban elites, urban political elites, liberal political elites, not giving two shits, not giving any two hoots about ordinary, native, working class British people, to the point where, thank you, they really don't care if it's Nigel, your neighbour, or whoever, or some strange names from the other side of the world and from other cultures that may not be, maybe not be compatible with the British ways. Just import them in. Just help them out. We won't even talk about this ridiculous scheme. I've not even looked into it because it sounds so pathetic. One in, one out. One in, one out. Migrants back to France. The first migrant that they deported back to France, do you know what he did? Came back the next day on a rubber dinghy. He's back in England. So the government gives it the talk now because they're going to lose the next election. I don't think the British public are going to fall for the conservative, Labour, centrist, urban elite hating the working classes anymore. So you've got Keir Starmer. You've got the Home Secretary. She is the head of MI5 and MI6, which is the British FBI and British CIA. She's in charge of them. Her name's Shabana Mahmood. She is of Pakistani descent. She has also stated on video that her Islamic faith is the most important thing in her life to her. Most important thing. Not king and country, not the British people. Her faith. Now, not going to go into conspiracy theory here, but let me just say that if you are going to be in charge of the British security services, when it's public knowledge that 90 to 95% of the extremist terrorist threat in this country is of an Islamic flavor. I don't know, man. Doesn't sit right when the person in charge of keeping you safe may or may not have sympathy towards those who wish to do you really extreme harm, like really demonic extreme harm. Now, don't get me wrong. There are fantastic Muslims up and down the country, fantastic ones. Zia Yusuf, the chairman of Reform, he appears to be a very good Muslim. So maybe, if you put two and two together, the cure to extremism is wealth. It's making a bit of money. Get a few shekels in, or rials, or whatever, Turkish lira, whatever. Because when you see exchange students from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Dubai, they seem pretty chill. I've met them in Manchester, Leeds, London. They're always curious. Oh, you're doing a YouTube video. Cool. They've got their mustaches. They've got the way they dress. And because they are very rich, the last thing they want to do is to shake the apple cart. Hey Van, you are gay, says the graffiti. So, the fresh air gives me a chance to think about things. Being away from a city gives me the chance to think about things. And I don't think we're going to last another 3.5 years until the next general election. There's too much appeasement going on. There's too many people in the Labour government really trying to appease the rising extremist Islamism that we have in this country. And in the same month that 2 Jewish people were murdered by an Islamic terrorist at a synagogue in Manchester, we have the Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood and Keir Starmer, Keir Stalin, Keir Jong-un visiting a mosque in a town called Peacehaven. Very peaceful. It's a mosque of peace in Peacehaven. Pledging another £10 million to improve security. And then we got that lady, that whistleblower, I forget her name, but she was in a meeting with a senior policeman, and they said that the biggest worry the police have are of people of the Islamic faith kicking off, getting angry and rioting. So when the police are scared of large groups of young angry men who... Hello! Look at that, another carload of viewers, good people. All the best, guys. This is Charlie Veitch. Take care.